Happy Friday, or should I say Happy Epiphany, because today is Epiphany, which means Christmas is finally over. If you would like to, you can put away your decorations. Although there's a huge section of Christendom that actually just is now getting rolling on their Christmas celebrations. So hey, if you're brothers or sisters in the Eastern traditions, Merry Christmas. But for most of us in the West, it's now Epiphany. And so today's daily Bible readings come to us from Isaiah 61 through 6, Psalm 72, 1 through 7, and then 10 and 14, or 10 through 14. Ephesians 3, 1 through 12, and then Matthew 2, 1 through 12, which is the text of Epiphany. It's the story of the wise men. I almost said the three wise men. The text never says how many there are. It just calls them the wise men or the Magi. And so today, since it is Epiphany, I'm not going to do so much in the way of commentary or, Keith's bright ideas. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read the text. It's almost going to be like I've been doing on Mondays, where I just read the psalm and then read one of Malcolm's sonnets. Today, I'm going to read the text from Matthew and then share a sonnet from Malcolm Guite from his book, Sounding the Seasons, which I've done a little bit of before. And this is a sonnet he wrote for Epiphany, and it's called The Magi. So, Matthew 2, 1 through 12. In the time of King Herod, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, asking, "Where is the child who has been born King of the Jews? For we observed his star at its rising and have come to pay him homage." When King Herod heard this, he was frightened, and all Jerusalem with him. And calling together all the chief priests and scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Messiah was to be born. They told him, "In Bethlehem of Judea, for so it has been written by the prophet, and you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for from you shall come a ruler who is to shepherd my people Israel." Then Herod secretly called for the wise men and learned from them the exact time when the star had appeared. Then he sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word, so that I may also go and pay him homage." When they had heard the king, they set out, and there ahead of them went the star that they had seen at its rising, until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. On entering the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they knelt down and paid him homage. Then, opening their treasure chests, they offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they left for their own country by another road. And now, a sonnet for Epiphany called The Magi by Malcolm Guite. It might have been just somebody else's story. Some chosen people get a special king. We leave them to their own peculiar glory. We don't belong. It doesn't mean a thing. But when these three arrive, they bring us with them. A steady step that finds an inner rhythm, a pilgrim's eye that sees beyond the stars. They did not know his name, but still they sought him. They came from otherwhere, but still they found him. In palaces found those who sold and bought him, but in the filthy stable, hallowed ground, their courage gives us, our questioning hearts, a voice to seek, to find, to worship, to rejoice. So that's it. That's Epiphany. And we now enter the season of Epiphany, and we'll run through Epiphany for a few weeks. And before you know it, it'll be Ash Wednesday, and we'll start in Lent and move our way to Easter. So, got a long road ahead of us. Anyway, that's the DBR for today. Get out, enjoy the day, and we'll see you later. Boop.